Okay, so hello everyone, good day. So today I'm going to talk about our last topics for prelim. So this is chapter 3, one past but many histories, controversies and conflicting views in Philippine history. So let's start with controversy number 1, the site of the first mass. So the question here is, where did the first mass in the Philippines happen? Okay? So, to start, we have here Antonio Pigafetta. So, we all know that Antonio Pigafetta was the chronicler of Magellan, right? He serves as a chronicler of Magellan's expedition and was able to return to Spain with the only ship that survived during the expedition. He wrote a book and he titled this one The Navigation and Discovery of Upper India. So, based on his diary. Later on, this book was translated by James Robertson, which he titled Magellan's Voyage Around the World. Okay. So, according to Antonio Pigafetta, that the first mass in the Philippines took place on March 31, 1521. In his account, he also described that the mass was officiated or being celebrated by a Catholic priest, which is Father Pedro D. Valderrama, in the presence of two Raha, no? Raha Shago and Raha Colombo. But part of it is Raha Colombo, no? Mga local leaders ni sila. So here, again, it was officiated by Father Pedro de Valderrama. Alongside with Magellan is the local rulers, no, who attended the mass. Dayon, ningon pa gid siya nga after the mass, nag-install kuno sila og large wooden cross erected on a hill. Pasabot sa babaw sa hill na ay cross nga gibutang just like Mount Manghilaw. No, ingana nga style ba na kuno'y cross nga gitukod babaw sa hill, signifying Spain arrival and the introduction of Christianity here in the Philippines. Magellan declared the islands under the sovereignty of King Charles I of Spain because again, during Magellan's expedition, the king was King Charles I of Spain. Okay? Now, Raha Colombo and Raha Shago participated in the Christian rituals. So kanang duha ka raha, they joined the ritual. Okay, next. Blood compact. So before class, as a sign of brotherhood or acceptance, they do blood compact, no, sa una. So Raha Colombo and Raha Shago accepted Magellan through a blood compact. This is to strengthen their friendship and the allies. So to give honor and respect for the first mass, Magellan ordered the planting of a large wooden cross on top of a hill overlooking sea. Okay, so muna siya sa blood compact. Okay, next. So the two Rahas, okay, let's get to know the two Rahas, Raha Colombo and Raha Shago. Raha Colombo, he was a ruler of the island of Limasawa, which is now known as Southern Leyte Province, is part of Southern Leyte Province. And Rahashago, he was a ruler of Butuan, located in present-day Mindanao, Philippines. Rahashago is also known for his role in the early interactions with the Spanish explorer. Now, the question is, Ma'am, Raha Colombo is a ruler in Leyte. Rahashago is a ruler in Butuan. Then why is it that these two Rahas are together during the first mass in the Philippines? Ano man kaha? So, according to Antonio Pigafetta's account class, Colombo and Shago were blood brothers, a form of alliance among rulers in pre-colonial times. So pasabot, since they are blood brothers, no, this bond meant they often collaborated in trade, politics, and diplomacy, which is why Shago was present when Magellan arrived in Limasawa in March 15, 21. Munang nag-uban sila class kay alliance man sila kung unsay mga panghitabo magkuyog silang duha. Despite nga sa lain-lain sila nga lugar nag-rule. Okay? Now, kiniingon naman tag Limasawa, official na ba nga sa Limasawa Leyte gyud nahitabo ang site of the first mass? No. Okay? So let's get to know more why dili pa official nga sa Southern Leyte nahitabo ang site sa first mass. Okay? So here. First is about Butuan, Masao claim. So there's a place in Butuan that is also referred to as Masao. So arguments in favor of Butuan. There are a lot of early historical accounts. So some early Spanish records suggested that the first mass took place in Butuan. So daghan pog mga early historical accounts nga niingon nga sa Butuan gyud nahitabo ang site sa first mass. Sunod, Butuan is known as a trading center, a trading hub in pre-colonial times. So for them, for the early historians, no, they believe that it is possible nga sa Butuan nahitabo ang first mass tungod pwede siya mahimo og significant stop nga black. Okay, let's go back. So, niingon ang mga early historians class nga possible sa Butuan mahitabo ang site of the first mass since kay trading hub man siya, pwede siya mahimong stop sa mga explorers. Didto mo naog ang mga explorers or didto unang mas muduol ang mga explorers including Magellan and his other mga kuyog niya. Local tradition. Butuan has long claimed that the mass occurred in Masao, near the Butuan River, where a historical marker commemorates the event. So dagan kunog nag-ingon no nga na kuno gibuhat didto nga historical marker kuno nga didto kuno nahitabo ang site of the first mass. Okay? So Masao Butuan. A popular belief that the first mass was held in Butuan. It was written in the traditions of the Catholic Church where it happened in South Island. And the exact location is Butuan, Agusan del Norte. Muna'y giingon didto. No? Sa mga belief ba, mga tuo-tuo, nga dito kuno nahitabo sa Butuan, Agusan del Norte. Muna'y pagtuo sa mga Catholic churches. Other evidences, we have Murillo Villar de Map, believes that Magellan's crew went to Butuan before going back to Limasawa and went back to Cebu. So niingon siya class nga ang mga crew daw ni Magellan ni adto pa kuno og Limasawa, no, ni balik ko ni adto kuno og Butuan di ay rather first Butuan, then before ni adto Limasawa, then go to Cebu City. No, ano ilang pagtuo. In 1872, believers put up a marker to which they believe the location of the first mass. No? So nagbutang pud kuno sa Masao Butuan og kato kunong marker nga magpamatuod nga didto nahitabo ang site of the first mass. And that marker is one of the strongest claim of the people in Masao. Okay? They also found a balangay or a boat which they believe as the means of transportation for the locals during their worship. So na sila yung mga nakita class no mga gamit sa una sa mga locals nga ni-attend sa site of the first mass nga didto gid kuno nahitabo sa Butuan. Okay. What is the weakness of the Butuan claim? Geographical inconsistencies. Antonio Pigafetta, Magellan's chronicler, described the site as an island, but class, Butuan is just a part of the mainland. No, it means dili siya island because it is part of a mainland which is the Agusan, 'di ba? So, sunod, no strong archaeological evidence. So no direct historical or archaeological proof confirms that a mass was held there by Magellan. So walay mga lig-on nga ebidensya, historical evidences nga didto nahitabo sa Butuan, Masaw, Butuan ang site of the first mass. Okay? Next, Limasawa in Southern Leyte. So, Pigafetta's eyewitness account. So si Pigafetta class, siya ang pinakadaghan og evidences about the site of the first mass. Because again, di ba nagkuyog sila ni Magellan at the same time, he is a chronicler of Magellan. No? So, Pigafetta wrote that the mass took place on an island called Mazawa. So, which is, it aligns to the name Limasawa, nga duol-duol sa pangan nga Limasawa sa Leyte, no ang Mazawa, than the Masaw in Butuan. 'Di ba? Official recognition. In 1960, the Philippine government officially declared Limasawa as the site of the first mass based on historical studies. So, mas nilig-on pa gid class kay na-declare naman gid sa Philippine government that it was in Limasawa ang first mass nga nahitabo diri sa Philippines. Og according pud na siya sa daghan kaayo nga mga research or historical studies. Archaeological and historical support. More recent research confirms that Magellan's fleet landed in Limasawa before proceeding to Cebu. Okay, so before daw day siya niadtog Cebu, niadto pa daw siya Limasawa. Then ang nitabang pagid niya class sa pagpangita sa duha ka raha diri sa Cebu City kay katupod si Raha Colombo ug si Raha Siago. Silang duha mo nitabang ni Magellan nga makit-an si Raha humabon diri sa Cebu City. Okay? Now, what is the weakness of the Limasawa claim? Dispute the name Mazawa, some historians still argues that Pigafetta's Mazawa could refer to Masaw in Butuan and not Limasawa in Leyte. No? Still, the interpretation was debated. Okay? Continuing claims by Butuan historians. Some researchers still push for Masaw Butuan as the true location. So daghan kay class, no, especially mga Catholic churches which it became their belief nga ang Butuan gyud ang nahimo nga first site of the mass in the Philippines. Okay, next. So in Limasawa Leyte, according to Pigafetta class, according to Pigafetta, they sailed southbound, passing through the Leyte coast and reached Limasawa on March 28, 1521. And Limasawa is 25 li away from Homonhon Island where they came from. So naghatag pagigmap si Pigafetta. No kani. And ang katong mga historians ilahang gitrace if tinuod ba gyud ang gihatag nga distance ni Antonio Pigafetta, which is, according to the researchers, that the distance mentioned by Antonio Pigafetta fits perfectly to that distance from Homonhon, which is mas napalig-on pagyud, no? Which is mas napalig-on pagyud ang claim sa Leyte. Okay, next. Kanista class, muna siya ang gi-install dito sa Leyte nga babaw siya sa mountain facing the sea. Dayon ang cross nga gihimo as a sign of didto nahitabo ang first mass sa kana nga lugar. Okay? So karon class, since it was debated, the National Historical Commission of the Philippines or NHCP made a decision during the quincentennial or 500 years of Catholicism in the Philippines. In 2021, they declared that it was in Limasawa or Southern Leyte adto nahitabo ang site of the first mass in the Philippines, 'di ba? Kay a lot of evidences ngo nagitun-an sa mga historians nagpakita gyud, including the diary of Antonio Pigafetta, nagpakita gyud nga it was in Limasawa, Southern Leyte nahitabo ang site of the first mass. Ug gamay ra kayo claims ang niingon nga didto nahitabo sa Masaw sa Butuan. Okay, again, according to NHCP, the site of the first mass happens at Limasawa, Southern Leyte. Okay? So that ends our discussion for controversy number one, which is the site of the first Mass.